Hey, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is your April full moon reading. This is bringing you the lessons and blessings that the pink moon in Libra, pink full moon in Libra is bringing to you. Now, this Libran energy is bringing the energy of balance. Libras are all about scale, it's all about balance. So it's going to have you looking at different aspects of your life and seeing where you can bring balance to them Earth signs. This is for Earth signs. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus, by the way. So if your question is Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So it's going to have you looking at different aspects of your life, whether it's friendships, relationships, family, your pocketbook, career, jobs, different aspects that might be out of alignment and how you can bring those back into harmony. This is actually going to be a period of rest and relaxation because we're going into some high cosmic times. We have the sun flares that are the solar flares, the sun flares that are hitting the earth and that are causing people's DNA activations and people to ascend. So a lot of people are on edge. They're aggravating. They're trying to incorporate or integrate these upgrades into who they are. So we have that going on. Then of course, we have at the end of the month, we have the second full moon of April, which is and also not only the second full moon, second new moon, but also it's coupled with a partial solar eclipse in Taurus that is going to be bringing an energy all its own. So we have to contend with those two things. We have the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces that started on the 12th. That's going to last for the next 30 days. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This hasn't come around since 1856. This type of energy hasn't been in our presence since 1856. So that energy in itself, that is going to be a huge shift for a lot of people. Then you also, with the 30th, with the eclipse in Taurus, it actually kicks off the eclipse season because 2 weeks later for the full moon in May, we have the full lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So, and then we have Mercury retrograde coming in at the end of May. So when I say that there's a lot of cosmic energy that is coming in and is going to kind of rock people, take this full moon, this pink moon, as a period of rest and relaxation to really kind of just assess what's going on and see where you can make changes and make those changes, because what's coming towards you, you're going to be, if you don't make changes, you're going to be pushed into making changes. So I'd rather be able to make those changes on my own volition than spirit pushing me into it. So just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get your oracle. We're going to use the Moonology Oracle. I love this deck. I have both versions. My other version is in Tampa because I'm back in Omaha for the week, getting a lot of my work stuff and headed back out to Tampa. So I'm using this deck. So let's go ahead and get 3 of your cards, and then we'll couple it with the tarot reading to see what the day-to-day daily situation is. Okay, let's give me 3 cards for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Lessons and blessings for the full moon. What do you have to say, Spirit? My earth signs. We have work through your fears. So and it does make sense. A lot of my earth signs, that's way too many, Spirit. A lot of my earth signs, you're rooted. You don't like change. And change is one of your biggest fears. And there's so much change, like I said, cosmically, that is coming up upon you. It could be overwhelming a lot of you guys and causing a lot of you guys to make some shifts that you're not necessarily prepared to make. Bottom of the oracle deck is communication is key. So use your voice, or as they used to say in kindergarten, use your words, earth signs. So instead of, allowing your emotions to stew and to become ungrounded, because you're all about earth, you're all about grounding your energy and risk the opportunity to become ungrounded. Use your words to communicate how you feel, to communicate what you're going through, and that will help a lot. So again, let's see what your lessons are. It says, work through your fears, believe in the impossibles, and what do you need to release? Again, this energy of the full moon is going to be about releasing, taking an assessment of what's going on in every aspect of your life and where you can make cuts, changes, or release things. And again, you don't like change, so you're going to have to work through that fear of change, but change is going to be necessary in order to integrate a lot of this new energy that's coming towards you. Believe in the impossible, because with this new energy that's coming towards you, starting with this new moon energy, you're going to see a lot of miracles happen on your behalf, earth signs. So it's going to cause you to step step out on faith. And part of that is not to rely on the logic, because your earth is all about logic. It's all about what you can see, the tangible. And sometimes when you're dealing with the spirituality and spirit world, things aren't necessarily so tangible, and things don't always make sense. But when they hit, it's very necessary. So you're going to have to kind of see beyond the tip of your nose and understand that spirit is working on your behalf. Even if things seem kind of out of place or crazy, there's a reason why. And eventually once you come into balance, into alignment, everything will kind of click back together. So that is the oracle message. I'm going to put this over here because I always like to keep them out and see how they figure into the reading, because they always do. They always end up figuring into the reading. And let's go ahead and get your tarot. Let's set this over here. I did shuffle the deck, but I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. I actually shuffle all my decks before I put them away so I can clear the energy. We got your intuition. Bottom of the deck, we got the High Priestess, which is all about intuition. That's what it says, believe in the impossible. You're going to have to lean on your intuition with a lot of things, earth signs. And you guys aren't necessarily good at that. You're not necessarily good at that, but you're going to have to in order to get through this energy and to make, like I said, the needed adjustments so that you can integrate a lot of this energy into who you are as a person. You're going to be given new opportunities. There's new opportunities coming, a new cycle that's coming. You got a lot of new energy that's coming towards you. And that, when it says work through your fear, with new comes change. And a lot of you guys are going to have to face those fears head on, because whether you like it or not, you got new coming. You got new coming. It could be in relation. A lot of us are going to be, across the board, the thing that I've seen is a lot of us are going to be called on to assess relationships. And it makes sense because the year 2022 is all about, it culminates in number 6, and that's all about your relationships, bringing it into balance. So relationships that once seemed very solid are actually going to crumble right before our eyes, and those who seem fleeting are actually going to go to the next level. So with that being said, some of you guys may be assessing relationships. I see choices in relationships. You may be coming out as a player. I'm not even going to lie to you. Don't make sure somebody may have you in a third party situation, or you may be placing someone in a third party situation. Somebody's definitely juggling. So make sure it's not you. Make sure, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're not putting someone else in this situation, because there's a lot of change that's coming, and some of that change may be karmic in nature, is what they're telling me. So if you have got somebody and you're not being honest about your relationships, and you're bringing very little to the table, and you're putting people through the ringer emotionally in love, it will come back to bite you. Just FYI, that's for some of you, that is a warning. So what I see is this. You may be in a situation, like I said, you may be placing someone in a situation where somebody's not being honest with their intentions at all. Somebody's not being honest with their intentions, and you're going to have to take an assessment of that. The Lovers, which was originally called the choice, is the choice to choose between to stay in this relationship or to let it go. And Spirit may be telling a lot of you guys that it might be time to move on from this. It may be time to quickly pack your bags, get into your whip, and move on out of this so that new energy can come towards you. You have tried to make a solid offer, but I feel like for my earth signs, a lot of these offers that you made may not have gotten off the ground. Somebody just was not interested. They just kind of turned their back the other way and may have been looking in other places. Their attention may have been held elsewhere, and that's what they chose. They also had a choice in love, and that you might not have been the choice. And some of you guys may have to come to terms with that and release that energy, work through your fears that now your world is changing. A lot of you guys may have already gone through this, and so like I said, communication is going to be key to talking about how you feel. And also about being honest honest with the reality of the situation and your part in it. Guys, you do have new opportunities coming. You have the World card, and some of you may be traveling, and some of you may be dealing with someone new. Someone new is coming in. You have a new passion and beginning that's starting, and it could be with someone foreign, somebody who has to travel to get to you, or it could be just a new cycle period. But a lot of you guys, because of what you've gone through, you may have given up on love. You may have given up on the idea of love, and so Spirit's telling you, don't do that. Believe in the impossible. Believe that a new start is coming, and that new start could be bringing, for a lot of you guys, a new passionate start. So don't give up on love. Communication is key. Like I said, communicate how you feel, and don't go within. You guys tend to like to shut down when things are kind of topsy-turvy. And so fight against that. Don't allow someone else's choices to affect your outcome. And again, if you're the one making these bad choices, just be mindful what comes around goes around. And that new cycle, you could be delaying this brand new opportunity for yourself if you place someone else in this position. So I do see that energy going both ways. So just keep that in mind, earth signs. So that is your reading. Oh, actually, let me go ahead. But nope, that is not your reading. I'm gonna clarify this because you know what? I was like, wait a second, I need to clarify this because I'm nosy. But so before I do, let me go ahead and clear. I want to clarify this juggling. What happened? Yeah, somebody, it's definitely, you thought it was going to be cooperation between the two of you, or this person thought it was going to be the cooperation between the two of you, and there's someone else in the mix. Someone is definitely juggling. Yeah, there's a Queen of Wands in the mix. There is a, somebody is looking for a brand new start, maybe with a possible fire sign, and not necessarily looking at this relationship as being viable. And some of you guys have to face that fear and face the reality of that situation and release it. I mean, it's King of Wands. Yeah, you're fighting to bring balance back to yourself. Once you release this relationship and you release what no longer serves you, because look, whoever this person is. I hope this ain't y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I hope it's not you guys, earth signs. But whoever this is, they're in it. They're very sexually gravitated. They're sexually gravitated towards someone else. And that's where this player energy is coming in, and it's leaving you off balance, or you've left someone else off balance. I keep having to say that. And they're telling you, if this is your situation where somebody has done this to you, it's time for you to look at your own emotional fulfillment. This relationship was not emotionally fulfilling you at all, because they weren't feeding into it the way that they should. And again, you have the Chariot clarifying the Chariot. It is time to go. They are telling you it is time to release this and to go. So, I mean, that's double clarifying itself. That message can't get any more clear. It's time to go. It's time to release. It's time to allow new, fresh energy and change to come in. Clarify that World card, please. Yeah. You need to plant somewhere else. So, it's not that what you planted didn't take root. You just planted with the wrong person, and it's time to move on. And I believe a lot of you guys will be releasing this energy, and it will have a better outcome for you. So, earth signs, that is your reading. That is your reading. Finally, that's it. So if this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So that you know when I go live, or you know when I post new content. Also, in the description box below, once this post, will be my cross-platform information. I do have a presence, a nice presence out on TikTok, as well as IG and Facebook. All that information will be in the description box below. Follow me out there as well. So, because we do a lot of fun things out there. Also, my website will be in the description box. Guys, go ahead and visit the website, subscribe to it, become a subscriber to my website. We have a lot of rituals that we offer every month, and listed in the events section on the main page. If you go all the way down on the homepage, you're going to see all the events that are listed, all the rituals that are listed, as well as a tarot class. We have several rituals to help you to release energy. As well as we have a protection ritual that's coming up on the 19th. We have a release and recall burn bowl ceremony that will be taking place on the 30th with the eclipse, with that eclipse energy. And then we also, like I said, we do have a tarot class that we're offering. It's a 3-day tarot intensive that's going to teach you the major arcanas, the minor arcanas, the court cards, how those players kind of figure into the story, the numerology and symbolism, and astrological aspects of tarot, and how to use all that to read intuitively. So that is all on my website. If you're interested in any of that, I do encourage you to sign up for it. And also, guys, interact below, drop a comment, let me know if this resonates with you, let me know your story. The more we interact, the more they push this information out to the next person, and we grow the channel. So help me to do that. If this resonates with you, again, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, earth signs.